let's talk about how to save money fast on a low income. And this is not just for low income earners, because a lot of y'all high income earners ain't saving either. Yeah. So we're going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about the number one account that I'm using to save more money quicker, and that you need to be using as well. The benefits of it, how it differs from whatever other strategy you've been using, what I use it for, examples of what you can use it for, and I'm going to wrap up with a little gift at the end. So make sure you watch to the end so you can get it, and make sure that you can transform your life in 2025, okay? So if you are new here or if you're a returning member, hey girl, hey, my name is Jocelyn and I'm the founder of Maximize Money, where I teach 9-to-5 earning women how to create their dream lives with their 9-to-5 incomes so that they can do more of what they love without trading their time for it or going deeper into debt for it. And so as I mentioned, this video is about saving money, baby. Saving money, whether you're a high income earner, low income earner, mid income earner, it don't matter. We all need to be saving because we don't know what the future holds. You could be one accident away from not having a car, one accident away from your apartment or your house flooding, one accident away from losing your job and your income. And so you want to make sure that you have a cushion. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. So a lot of people make savings hard, but I don't believe in that. And that's why I'm such a huge advocate of high yield savings accounts. And you may be wondering, girl, what the heck is a high yield savings account? That is the number one tool, the number one account you need to be using. So essentially, a high yield savings account is just like any other savings account, but except it allows you to earn more money on your money just by doing what you need to be doing anyway, which is save. So the one core difference with that is essentially these high yield savings accounts pay you to save money. So think of you putting like $50 in a savings account, and they have an interest, also known as an annual percentage yield, of like 4%. That means that if you continuously put $50 in that account every single month, you are going to be able to earn an additional 4% on that money just by doing what you need to be doing anyway, which is save. So that means at the end of every single month, you have a higher balance than that $50. Now, it may not be $100, but the more money you put in there, the more money your money has an opportunity to earn. And so I hope I have an example of another example that I'm going to pop on the screen to just give you an example of what it means. But like, high yield savings accounts are a game changer. Like, I absolutely love them because they make savings fun. Saving isn't a fun thing. I understand. That's why for so long I didn't save. Historically, a lot of people will just feel like, oh, like I'm going to pay my bills, I'm going out to dinner, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm going to just save whatever is left. And that's not a great way to think, again, because we are all one accident away from like our livelihood being taken away from us. And that's why I don't play by my savings. I actually prefer that you pay yourself first, which means that you put aside that money into that high yield savings account. And like, it doesn't have to be a lot. Like, I literally just spoke with one of my friends and she's putting $50 in there every single month. And that's what I was doing when I first started. And you have to just be willing to start somewhere. And so essentially, as I mentioned, a high yield savings account is just like any other savings account, but it has a higher yield, a higher annual percentage yield, which is essentially the amount that a bank will pay you. So it's interest. Usually we pay interest to a bank if we have a car note, a student loan, medical debt. But with this kind of account, the bank, the financial institution, is paying you, okay? And that's a great way to live, okay? That's essentially passive income that you are earning, meaning you didn't have to work for it every single month, just again by doing what you said you were going to do. So again, if you put $50 in there and you have any kind of APY, which all high yield savings accounts do, you're going to have a higher balance at the end of each month. So you don't, again, have to be a millionaire to do this. It's not an investment account. It's not anything risky. It's literally FDIC insured, which is what the Bank of America's, the Wells Fargo's, all of them are also FDIC insured, which means that if ish hits the fan and they lose your money, which they cannot do, they are obligated by the law to replace it, okay? So that's what I mean by FDIC insured. And that's how it differs from traditional savings accounts. Because if you were to look at your traditional savings account at like a Bank of America or a Wells Fargo, and you look for on your bank statement an APY, annual percentage yield, you'll likely see it be like 0.005% or 0.002%, which means that your money is earning pennies on the dollar when it could be earning dollars on those dollars. You could have a $5 that you're earning at the end of each month. It could be $200 that you're earning at the end of this month, each month. It really just depends on you and how aggressively you are looking to save. I personally earn $200 every single month on my high yield savings account because I'm putting over $1,000 in there every single month because, again, I have been laid off before. I do not play when it comes to my livelihood. I have a home to take care of. I have a life to live, and I just don't believe in leaving my money to chance. And so I use it for my high yield. I use my high yield savings account for my emergency savings. And right now I have about 6 months of living expenses in there. My goal is to get to a year because, again, when I got laid off, I was out of work for 8 whole African-American months. And the economy is worse now. This was almost 5 years ago. Like, it's harder to get a job now in 2025. Things are slowly getting better. But I personally know people who have been without a job for almost a year, and that's not cute. Like, I don't wish that on anybody, not even my worst enemy. So you need to think about, like, your future, and you need to think about the expected and the unexpected. So yes, my living expenses are in there, but I also have money in there as it relates to any repairs that I may need to do on my car, repairs I need to do on my house, you know, some big expense that I didn't prepare for that I have to pay for. Like, again, it could be a car breakdown. It could be anything, y'all. Like, it could be anything. And I feel like we just don't be taking our money and we don't take our lives serious. And that's why this video is for people that want to learn how to save money on a low income, because it doesn't matter what income you have. We need to be thinking big. We need to be thinking about our futures and our current, because you could be using this money if you have a current expense. You know, ideally not. You want to just leave it in there so it can grow. But, like, life is unexpected. Anything could happen. Again, I have quit a toxic job. I have been laid off unknowingly. You know, I have struggled financially, which is why I'm so adamant and so transparent with my journey, and why I always emphasize the importance of paying yourself first, which means saving first. As soon as you get paid, save money first. Put money in that high yield savings account so that it could stay in there and you don't pull it until you actually need it. But it's going to feel good to walk around and know that, like, I already have a cushion. And it's usually a good sign to have at least 3 months in there. It's going to take time for a lot of us to get to 3 months, but that should be your first milestone. Your first goal is to get 3 months in there, because you're going to need 3 months of living expenses, or you're going to need 3 months of whatever you need to replace you need a new car. You may need anything, you know? So that's what I use it for. But I also use it for other fun stuff. Like, yes, it's for emergency savings, but I also have a high yield savings account for travel funds. Like, I love to travel. I have a whole travel on a budget playlist that I'll pop up on the screen in a little corner, little pull out thing. Because I used to overspend on travel. Like, I was not being a good steward over my money. I was getting paid and spending the money on travel, not saving, just overspending, which means that I was overdrafting, which means that I was paying more back than I needed to. Like, and that's just not the way to live anymore. So now I ensure that, like, I put money aside, again, from every single paycheck to my emergency savings, and then also my travel fund. I put about $200 in there every month, you know, so that when it's time for me to travel, I'm not overspending, I'm not overdrafting, and I'm not spending money on travel that I need to spend on something else, okay? So prepare. It's all about preparation, baby. And it's all about automating this so that you don't have to think about it. With the account that I use, which is Markets by Goldman Sachs, I can automate it. And I do automate it because I don't want to leave it to chance, you know? Now, if I need to automate it back to my bank account because I overspent 1 month, then at least I know that it's earned some interest, okay? So even if it was even if I had a balance of $20,000, I likely am closer to $21,000 because I've left that money alone and allowed it to accrue additional interest every single month. So again, I have a higher balance at the end of every single month, every single year, and that's the beauty of a high yield savings account. So again, I have two. I have one for my emergency savings, my living expenses, which are for emergencies, you know, but then I have my travel fund one. which is funding the things that I love, which is traveling and collecting these beautiful experiences. So that's what I use it for. If you have something else that you're thinking about using it for and you want me to give you some feedback, comment below. I'm happy to help. But yeah, if you're interested in my code or my account with Marcus by Goldman Sachs, I have my referral code in the description. And essentially what it allows you to do is earn additional interest outside of what they're advertising. So I'm going to look to see what they are advertising right now. Let me see. So right now the APY for the account that I have as of date of this recording is 3.90, which means that your money would earn 3.90 in interest every single month on whatever the balance is. So if it's $50 in there, you're earning 3.90% of that, which means that you are earning, let me just tell you in real time, you are earning $2. So it's not a lot, $1.95. But again, that's just $50 on its own. Imagine if you put $50 from every single check in there. You're gonna have a bigger balance and you're gonna have more APY, more interest that you're earning. So it's really just about doing the small work and understanding that, like, it doesn't matter if it's just $1. It's more than you started with, and it's not money you had to work for, okay? It's just one of many income streams that you are going to be able to consider when it comes to your paycheck working for you, your money working for you. So with my code, Marcus by Goldman Sachs, you would get, actually, instead of 3.90 as an APY, you would get 4.05 as an APY, which means that your money is earning 4.05% of that $50 that's in there versus 3.90, which again, we want to have as high as an APY as possible because that gives your money an opportunity to earn more, again, for doing the things that you're already planning to do, which is save. So if you're interested in that, not comment below, I'm sorry. My link and my referral code is in the description. And if you're interested in like other accounts that I'm using that I'm automating to create my dream lives, again, y'all, I have paid off over $80,000 in student loan debt. I have saved over 6 months of living expenses thanks to my HYSA savings account. I have generated over $20,000 in annual passive income, which means that the investments that I have earned me $20,000 in passive income that I didn't have to work for. It's income that's coming from those investments. And again, purchasing my first home. Like, if you want to have these kind of wins and still be able to travel, enjoy your life, and not feel hella restricted to like be eating oodles and noodles, and I don't believe in that. I don't believe in living a life of restriction. Then you want to make sure that you grab my perfect paycheck routine, because I dive into basically how to turn your 9-to-5 check into multiple streams and ultimately ensure that your money is working for you. Again, a lot of times our checks are gone before they hit our account. We feel like we don't have enough money to save. We feel like we don't have enough money to invest. And by the end of my little paycheck routine, if you really go step by step through the things that I'm telling you to do with your paycheck, you will have room for the things that you want to do. It may not be a lot of money, but it's going to force you to rearrange the way that you've been spending your money, and spend your money and allocate your paycheck towards the things that matter to you. I'm big on creating your dream lives with your 9-to-5 income. So I'm big on us getting rid of that unnecessary debt. I'm big on us ensuring that like our money is working for us and it's creating multiple streams. You don't have to do the Ubering on the side. You don't have to do the DoorDashing on the side unless you want to. Now, if you got a big aggressive goal to do something, I'm not going to tell you not to do it. But if you're just a regular schmegular girl and you like, actually, girl, I do want to learn how to better manage my money, and I do want to learn more about your perfect paycheck routine, like, give me the 6 steps, then like click the link in the bio to grab it. I love it. It is essentially based on all the conversations that I've had and all the ones that I've helped my clients get. They've paid off their debt. They've saved 3 to 6 months of expenses. They started investing. Like, I packaged all of that into a checklist that you can use and customize to your lifestyle and your goals. So again, that is linked in the description. So that's it, y'all. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions around high yield savings accounts. To be clear, it's not an investment. Anybody can have one. It's not just for 9-to-5 earning girlies. Like, I actually hope everybody has a high yield savings account, because it allows you to earn more money on your money. Like, while we already working hard on our jobs, like, our money needs to be working for us. And so once you get clear on that, once you pay off your debt, once you start investing, you're going to start feeling good about your life. You know, you're going to feel good about your life, and you're going to feel good that your money is working for you, which is ultimately what we want to do. We don't want to replace our job with hella other jobs. You know, we want to have this one job, and we want to be flipping our money legally, okay? So thank you so much for watching. Again, please like, comment, share, subscribe, y'all. The more you can engage, like, and share this video, the more people can see it, and the more I can grow my channel and help more people get their coins together, okay? So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.